You ever get a email from your boss or text? Hey, gotta have a quick chat. Hey, impromptu meeting. It's never good. It's not usually good. Well, I guess I could say you're either getting a promotion or a raise or something is not right.
It can be good sometimes.
It can be good. And maybe it'll be good for the Kings because apparently the Kings will be having a meeting at some point today. Now, again, there have been, I don't want to say conflicting reports, but apparently the Kings have a meeting after every loss. But based on how it's being discussed and how the media has been approaching it and how they've been talking about it, it feels like this one is going to hit a little harder than, hey, guys, we got to be better. What did we do wrong? This one feels more like a players-only type meeting. And Esteban on the text line made a good point. It feels like last season in Minnesota was where the Kings had that players-only type meeting. So let's get to some sound. This is Domas. Let's kick it off with Domas. And he's asked about, I don't know who initially leaked or mentioned the meeting, but here's Domas on the meeting that they will have today.
Tell them, just come together, and fight for each other.
Being truth-telling segment.
Just truth-telling, just come together, and fight for each other more, but, at the end of the day, we just got to come out and figure ways to get stops, and run and get easy buckets, and make it easier for ourselves on the court. Here is Malik. We have two clips from Malik Monk, and here's the first clip from Malik Monk being asked about it.
We're going to say something. Okay. I feel like we always say something after every loss. So tomorrow we'll probably say something when we get to Minnesota.
Then Malik is asked, "Hey, what do you think you're going to say?" And this Malik had to
What's your message? Like, what do you kind of have in mind that you want to say?
If I say something to the team, I don't feel like I need to say it to you.
I think he's right. I agree with Malik there. And last but not least, here is Keon Ellis on what he thinks the meeting will be about.
I think they definitely can shift the way things are going because, in those meetings, it's like, everyone just keeps it real and, kind of speak on what we need to fix. So I guess we'll see what's all brought up tomorrow and how we adjust after that.
And that's where I kind of want to go with this, the idea of what can be talked about and what can change versus what can't change, right? The way they're shooting, what are they going to say? Hey, guys, we got to focus more on our wide open threes.
They've been saying that since November 1st.
Right? We got to focus more on our wide open threes. Like, that's the type of stuff. And they shoot 73% from free throw yesterday. So better than what they did against the Nets, but starting to come back to earth a little bit there. I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure the Kings are not number one in free throw percentage anymore. But that was fun while it lasted. So the things that they can control, I guess, effort, not arguing with the refs and not getting thrown off their game. That's all fine and good. I think the issue is there's that part of it, but there's also just playing better, making more shots. They were 8 of 32 from 3. The effort thing can only go so far. So that's why I respect them for having this meeting. I'm just not completely sure how much it can solve. I mean, we know going back to the Heat, they were almost in a tough position when they were getting smacked by the Heat out in Miami, and they had this impromptu halftime meeting, came out, ended up beating the Heat in a really close match. So this has helped before, but it's almost it helps for a game or two. You just have to find a way to just perform at a higher level. So I don't know what conversations can be had to perform at a higher level. You got to make open threes. You have to be able to defend the basketball. And again, based on what you're putting on the plate and the ingredients you have in your fridge, how much can you change?
I would imagine the conversation is going to be about information that we are not privy to, right? We only see these guys but so much and only have so much access. Mm-hmm. There's probably things that we don't know about that need to be addressed. And that doesn't even have to be a scandalous thing. It's just we got to come together. We got to speak our piece. We got to have transparent conversations and figure out kind of how we're feeling about each other and how we're feeling about the play on the court. It doesn't have to be anything scandalous. It's just, it's probably some things that with information that we are not privy to and things that are going on when they're interacting with each other all the time. And even on the court when we're not hearing them talk to each other all the time.
Yeah, as I'm watching the games, I'm just trying to figure out, all right, what can a meeting solve there, right? Because a lot of times when you get that call from your manager, it's something didn't go well, right? Something you messed up something or you did something very well. We know it's not the latter. But it's typically, if it's not a positive, it's, hey, what happened here? I think there was a miscommunication, or we expected you to do this or that. And none of them, I don't know for a fact if Mike Brown is going to be in the meeting or not. But, the conversations that could be had with them is it's, hey, well, offensively, DeMar, we're going to just try to get other guys going a little bit more. Or Keegan, we need your shooting. We can't be bottom of the barrel shooting the 3-point ball. Keegan, I'm going to step up rebounding the basketball, or I'm going to step up defending. So Keegan, you can get your shots off more and you can focus on that. Maybe it's something like that.
I don't know. I mean, Keegan was letting it fly last night.
He took 8 threes.
And most of them were in the first half. So it wasn't like it was an issue with getting him off. I don't know exactly what the conversations will be about. Maybe we'll get more information after it happens. I assume.
I don't want it. I'm be honest.
Really?
I don't want it.
You don't want it at all.
I just wanted to see you win a basketball game.
I am curious what they say about the meeting, because it's not like they tried to keep this state secrets or anything. Like multiple players were just like, yeah, we've agreed to meet.
I don't think they could though. I think you drop 4 in a row, and I think I would give a shout out to the media here, because I know the media can be much maligned just throughout sports, not just in Sacramento. But I think there was no way they were going to walk out of there after losing 4 straight. And yeah, we just need to focus up. I mean, I think there are a lot of questions about, hey, what are you guys doing? What's going to happen?
But everyone also said it, right? It wasn't like they tried to hide that they were meeting. So, I mean, it's a little more tough because they're about to go on the road and local media doesn't travel as much on the road. Mm-hmm. But I'm curious if when they get back, people are going to ask them, hey, you said you were going to have this meeting. What ended up looking like?
Well, it depends on what happens, right? You go out and I don't know if more gets said about the meeting if they win or lose. If they lose, it could be more about, hey, so you had the meeting. How'd it go? And even if it's a close game, I think we're past. I know we're only 18 games in, but I think we're past. Well, it was a good effort. If you fried that, you fried your good effort, mulligans and moral victories. You've destroyed that already.
If they lose to Portland on Friday, I think it's going to go from
stop it.
We need to have a meeting to we need to talk.
Yeah, if they lose, and we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves, but I might get stuck in the East Bay. I might get stuck in Concord.
Well, so this is the thing that's pleasant for you and me is that we're gonna go our separate ways. We're gonna have our Thanksgivings, do all that stuff. We got 3 games before we get to come back. We've got Minnesota, Portland, San Antonio.
So the next time we are on the airwaves, we will be past the 20 game.
That is correct. We will be at 21 games, which according to my math is 25% of the season. Man, oh man. Well, look, we are not skipping ahead. We are living in the moment right now. And in the moment, Trey Lyles is dealing with the calf injury. We will break that down, and we will break down the